guys know Primanti Brothers in Pittsburgh?
I do.
The famous sandwiches.
I know all too well. Baby.
Well, they've got the Dangerous.
Oh, let's go. Primanti Brothers.
What is that? What's in it?
It's pepperoni, salami, ham, and bacon.
Ooh, love it. Say less. Say less.
I'll say way less.
And French fries?
Does that come with an angioplasty? Just out of curiosity. Anyway.
Say less. Love it.
You want?
He has to use a fork anyway. He didn't even worry about sandwiches.
Well, how else would you eat that?
With your bare hands, bro.
Let's hear from Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin, again, no one in the world says words better than he does, talking about Russell Wilson yesterday.
I thought his experience was really evident. He was unmoved and unshaken by the lack of fluidity with the start. But I think that's kind of reflective of a guy that's done it at a high level for over a decade, a guy that's a world champion, a guy that's, 9-10-time Pro Bowler.
Is Russell going to start on Monday?
He's scheduled to take first-team reps when we begin tomorrow. We'll see where the week leads us.
So my observation of this from a distance, for the record, I've never met Mike Tomlin in my entire life, so here I am analyzing him. But Kmart, I don't think anyone is enjoying anything more than Mike Tomlin is enjoying not naming a starting quarterback and just doing this. The smile on his face there, I thought, spoke 1,000 words.
Because everybody's asking very direct questions, and his point is, why do I have to give you an answer? And I have said this from the beginning. Why does he need to tell you? Every week, put somebody out there. Here's the thing. Last week when when the question of should they stick with Justin and people were upset, and why are we going to Justin? My thought was, what if Mike Tomlin knows something everybody else doesn't? What if this move is actually good? Let's just wait and see before we say this is a mistake. And there is nothing that Russell did against the Jets on Sunday night that should make you sit here today and say, you know what, that man don't deserve to start. Of course he does. And Mike Tomlin has given himself that leeway to not name a starter, and that is perfectly acceptable because he wanted this guy he had pole position, Russell had pole position from the beginning. He was named a team captain. Everything that happened in the offseason has sort of set up the stage for this, which is Russell starting.
Mike, you can fool the rest of them. You ain't fooling me, man. I know who your starter is. That smile was not because you're not naming a starting quarterback. Yeah. It's because you knew that you wanted Russ in there. Russ went out there and balled. He has his quarterback. I don't know if that's not clear to anybody else. Even the way he described him, world champion, 9-10-time Pro Bowler, those were adjectives to let everyone else know out there. This is why I decided to go with him. His willingness to throw the ball down the field is what balanced the offense out. It took the onus and the burden of responsibility off the run game, and it became addition by subtraction in the whole set. So, yes, he's there every day. He's making those decisions. There shouldn't be a question. I'm telling you right now, Mike Tomlin knows who his quarterback is.
Do you guys agree with that?
Absolutely.
Is it Russell Wilson now for the foreseeable future? They play Monday night, then they have a bye.
Yeah. No, he will be the starting quarterback. And when you think about what Mike Tomlin and what Arthur Smith wanted from their quarterback, Justin Fields did exactly what he was supposed to do, right? Win games, don't turn it over, control what you control. But what limited him was his risk. He was risk averse of pushing the ball down the field. What you saw from Russell Wilson was, I'll chuck it up and let those guys go make me look good. Because listen, some of those balls weren't great, but Pickens made him look right twice. Freiermuth makes a great one-handed snag. But the ability for him to push the ball down the field for Mike Tomlin, that's what – and when he says he's a champion, he's a Pro Bowler, he's a vet, he's all those things, he has the confidence to do it. Man, Justin Fields has come out of a situation of all kinds of chaos and dysfunction. It's hard to retrain your brain, so why not go with the guy who you think can get you to hoist a trophy as opposed to getting him or incrementally better?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great debut for Russ as the starter, but you had to get Russ to play like not Russ. Because Russ has some of the same proclivities that Justin Fields has to hold onto the ball until somebody's wide open to try to make magic happen. So this was for 1 week. He was able to do the things that they wanted him to do. And Justin Fields did it for a longer period of time, but he didn't have that ability to sometimes just put it out there, even when people are open. So I understand them making a change. It'll be interesting to see how long Russ can do this, because if he messes up for a couple weeks, they're going to snatch him right out.
It's going to get harder for Russ. Yeah. It's going to play worse because just the fact that he was throwing those moon balls and there wasn't a safety there to pick him off, and it was like contested 50-50. There are certain plays in NFL offenses that no matter what your ability is, you have to throw this.
Right.
If they give you this look, you got to go there whether we complete it or not. Otherwise, they're going to figure out what we're doing, and that was the problem.
The other part for them, and I know Tomlin's thinking of this, their schedule after the bye gets much more difficult.
Yeah.
A ton more of division games.
Yeah.
All of them.
And so he has expectation of what his quarterback's going to have to do.
Yeah.
Big plays are going to be a major part of them being successful if they're going to have success.
Yeah, Darlington told us that Russ was going to start last week's game and this one, and then they're going to take the bye to sort of figure out where they go from there.